We're going to start out with some security cameras. Here's a little bit of an interesting thing. The reason I went to China in the first place is because of security cameras.
Nice.
I went there because I was the IT guy to go and make sure that all the cameras and DVR cards and stuff would work with the systems back home. Mm-hmm. So that I got flown to Shenzhen and I went to this exact market. That's my first experience in China, was going to places like this. I filmed all this footage myself as well here. And the reason I'm talking about this is that 99.9% of all the security cameras in the world come from here. Okay? If you're in a shop, if someone set up some kind of baby monitor or whatever, it all comes from here. Okay? Where cheap security cameras are made. Of course, you can pay more and get better stuff.
Yeah, you should say there are real brands.
But they all kind of run off, like if you look at these cameras in the background, they're all kind of similar. The consumer grade cameras that you buy, if you just want a security camera, unless you're buying Ring or one of the big name brands like that, if you're buying something that's got a random name,
let's be honest.
It's coming from here. And they're all based off the same like hacked Internet of Things type system, okay? So you put it up in your house and then you go to like a web page or something, or you have the app and then you can see what's going on, right? But it's all based off of like hackery. It's based off of systems that were copied and then copied and then copied, because all of them are based off the same sort of copy system.
I think I know what you're leading up to.
What? Oh, yeah. So the thing is the functions are kind of the same. You can look at them, you can listen. They've got microphones built in. They also have speakers built in so you can talk to people. Right? So you're looking maybe like through a baby monitor and you want to tell your kid to, be quiet. Or, like someone's walking in your yard, you can say like, hey, what are you doing? Or, leave the package.
When my kids were babies, I used to use baby monitors and I would do that. But I always made sure not to buy Chinese ones.
Right. Especially not internet connected.
No.
Yeah. Be careful with that. There was actually, remember, hackers were hacking. Remember, Russian hackers were hacking into those baby monitors and swearing at the kids and stuff. Do you remember that? Yes. It's like parents would walk into the room and there'd be like Russian swear words at their little baby. Yeah. That kind of thing. That happened. That's real. You can look it up.
We can show you a better application of that here.
Yeah. So what's happened is in Russia, of course, they're getting all their security cameras from here. And Ukraine Day came along.
This is incredible.
So Ukraine Day comes along. Ukrainian hackers hacked these Chinese, CCTV security cameras and started playing the Ukrainian national anthem. Of course,
Moscow on the bottom.
Yeah. Like, what's going on here?
Some people aren't even mad. I like it.
No, some people are like, what is this? They're like, hang on, what's going on?
How amazing is this?
Yeah.
Ukraine is the GOAT.
Yeah.
That is such a beautiful way to say go after yourself.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's amazing.
This dude's recording it here. This guy's like, what? Obviously, they're like, screw this, so they're coming to take down the cameras. Get this out of here. Shut this thing up. Yay.
Shout out to Ukraine. That is brilliant.
Yeah, it's a good way of hacking
brilliant.
things.
So you just got invaded. What can we do? Let's play our Ukrainian national anthem across the whole country.
Yeah, exactly.
That's amazing.
So, anyway, this is a bit of a warning to people who buy these cheap consumer gadgets from China.
Yes.
I've got a lot of background in specifically these security cameras, and I can tell you that there are so many back doors that have been grandfathered in because they copy a copy of a copy, okay? And somewhere down that line, like for instance, the admin password is going to be the same for all of them.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, it's admin and then 1, 2, 3.
Chinese electronics are chock full of vulnerabilities like that. You got to be careful when you buy cheap Chinese electronics.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So, if you do go ahead and buy something like that, be prepared that, it might be compromised, you know? Like, don't do it is what I'm saying. Get something that's worthwhile. In Chinese, they have a saying, 便宜没好货,好货不便宜, which means a cheap thing isn't good.
Yeah.
Okay? And a good thing isn't cheap.
Yeah, correct.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's true.
You get what you pay for is kind of translation.
Yeah, you get what you pay for. But I hear that a lot in China. When you buy a little Huajianbei gadget or something, it'll be all cool and flashy, but it's actually just rubbish.
Shit.
Yeah, so don't do that. Apparently, South Korea has reactivated its propaganda speakers.
To send positive messages towards the north.
Yeah, let's take a listen to what they have to say.
Soon, South Korea's loudspeaker propaganda broadcast resumed in 11 locations along the border.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
That's just a little joke there.
I love that.
Anyway.
So much. This man is very curious, and he's on a subway, and it's hard to sit through.
It's just cringe. It's cringe. It's not horrible. It's just cringe.
You want him to like stop though. Maybe a quick peek. You want him to stop though.
You asked for it, you get it.
I love that there's an open seat next to him.
Oh, there's 2 open seats next to him. So she's
He's like leaned in.
look at how deliberate
Look, he moved in.
and he's like looking. This guy is so annoying, dude.
Oh, what a hamju sao.
Yeah, exactly.
Chinese Benjamin Butt. He really does look like he's growing backwards.
Yeah.
Micro croc. He's a I said croc.